Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel once again. Today's video is going to be a little different because here we are going to talk about artificial intelligence or the AI. So before we jump into the details of what we are going to do, we will take some time to understand on why it's important right now to learn about the AI tools as a developer. So this video is for all the experienced people as well as the freshers out there to prepare you on what's going to come your way and how to stay relevant in the job market. So, over the past few years, we have seen a huge shift in the tech industries. Companies across the globe, from the startups to the big tech giants, are going through a massive layoffs. And one of the major reasons is automation and the AI. Roles that used to require multiple engineers are now partially or fully being replaced by the AI tools. Tools that can generate the boilerplate code or write the test cases or create any UI components or even debug your codes in a matter of seconds. It's not that the developers are no longer needed, it's that the expectation is changing and we are expected to deliver faster, cleaner, and smarter. And here is a good news. If you learn to work with these AI tools instead of fearing from them, you will actually multiply your productivity and make yourself way more valuable in the job market. Whether you are a freelancer or a full time employee or just starting out, AI can be your coding partner, helping you in brainstorming or even document your applications. So in the today's demo, I will show you how exactly we are going to leverage the AI like Claude for Sonnet or ChatGPT to quickly build any type of project within few minutes. And I will take a sample example of a library management system and I will show you how I built this fully functional application with the front end and back end with a very nice looking UI, even if I don't know much about the front end technologies like React.js, and that too after spending just a few minutes of time. Alright, so when you talk about AI, it all starts with a prompt. A prompt can be an explanation of what do you want. It can be a very detailed one, a short one, or very descriptive one. So it's always important to spend some time in brainstorming on what exactly do you want. And then you can start with writing the prompt. You can even use the AI tools like ChatGPT or some other tools that can write the prompt to get you started. So for this application, I started by going to the ChatGPT and asked it for giving me a prompt that could give me a fully working library management system with the backend and frontend, and then it gave me this prompt. So are you ready for the magic to happen? So in this particular video, we are going to talk about the Cursor AI. It's a IDE that is built on top of Microsoft Visual Studio, and it is having an integrated AI features, or the model that we are going to talk about is Claude for Sonnet. Now for any AI tools to work, you need to have a proper well-defined requirement. So in this one, we will be taking one example of a library application, and in this particular video we will be seeing the capabilities of Claude for Sonnet, and we will be seeing with a use case of a full stack library management application that will be creating a backend and the front end as well. So backend will be using a Java with a Spring Boot, and it will be a REST APIs for create, update, delete, get all or get by ID, and will be using H2 database, JPA, and it will be a layered architecture like entity, DTO, repositories, services and controller, all these things. This is just a prompt, or we can say just a requirement that we have outlined, like these all things we have to use. This we will be feeding it to the Cursor AI, and it will be creating us a application. Add a proper exception handling, then input validation, and we need to use application properties. In the front end as well, we have to use React.js functional components with hooks and Axios for the API calls. Show all the books on the table, then create a form, add, edit a book, create a form to edit or add a book, delete functionality with confirmation, and the CSS or the basic bootstrap for a clean responsive UI. The project runs independently, include instructions to run both front end and back end, then keep UI friendly with a minimal modern design. So these are the requirements. You can have a look, and we are just going to copy and paste this in the Cursor AI, and you will be seeing the magic what is happening. So if you are going to do all this work by yourself, you will be needing the skills of a front end as well as a back end, Java with Spring Boot. I just wanted to tell you I am not a very much professional with the front end React JS, but still I will be managing to do all this with the help of AI. Yes, I am familiar with Java with Spring Boot and microservices architecture. So let me just go to the cursor AI. I have made a folder first of all. So the folder demo AI, I have made it somewhere, and in the cursor AI tool I will be just going and I will be saying open a project, and I will be giving that location here. Okay, so I have selected the folder. Now once you select the folder, this is the cursor AI tool view. You will be seeing the project here or the folder here, and you will be having a chat option here. So in the chat I'm just going to paste the prompt that I have just copied from the notepad, and I will be sending it. So now you will be able to see the magic that it does. It's a paid tool, and you will be seeing the magic that is happening in the background. So it is outlining all the requirements, like all the to-dos, what all things they need to do in order to make this application run. So see, it's creating a POM XML automatically. It's created a backend in the same folder. Then it is now creating SRCs. If you see, in a matter of seconds it has started to create all the files. So the files that will be getting created, that will be opened in the open editor section here, and you can see all the files that it is creating currently. Okay, and you will be having option to either accept it or reject it. We'll be having a look like what all it is doing in the background. It has created a DTO and entity, then exception handling it has already created, repository it has created, service also created, and in no time it will be creating a backend application that will be fully functional and running, and it will also create the front end application. So that's where the tricky part lies. If you don't learn AI, then definitely somebody who knows to work with AI will be surely taking up your job, and that's what you need to learn. This is just one tool that will be doing all the jobs related to the coding. There are so many other tools that will be doing so many different kinds of jobs, and that's where your role comes in, to learn all the things and get used to getting the things done with the help of AI. Now if you come down here, if you see here, there is a model here, Claude for Sonnet. So basically this is the model currently I'm using, Claude for Sonnet. There are lower version also, 3.5, O3, Gemini 2.5 Pro, GPT 4.1. You can use any of the model, but what I found is for coding this model is very much helpful, Cloud for Sonnet, and it has a significant advantage over all the other models here, and I find it very much interesting because it does everything. Okay, it has stopped doing the processing. By default we stop the agent after 25 tool calls, so maybe they have made 25 tool calls internally, so they have stopped the processing. If we want to further process, we have to resume the conversation. That's because internally whatever the response it is generating, it is consuming some amount of tokens. So when you give an input to a AI tool, it will be like you are spending some tokens. So let's say we have 4 characters. For the 4 characters we have to spend 1 token, or if we have a very big prompt, it will be consuming more tokens, and if we have this much big response, it will be consuming more tokens as the output. So basically the tokens are the amount of money that you are spending for buying this particular subscription. So what I see in the pricing section is that for 1 million input tokens, it will be charging some $3, and for 3 million output tokens, it will be charging some $15. So this all comes with a price, and we have to pay for it. So now if you see here, the front end is also getting created. I think we have spent very less time, and we can see that this many things are getting done by the AI agents, and that's where the layoffs are currently happening in the IT industries, because it is doing the job of 4 to 5 engineers, and it is doing in a very short amount of time. So we need to be tricky in this place, and we need to learn all the AI tools. So it has almost completed building the project, and it is giving us the structure, like this is how it is made. So if you want to run the application and test it, or if you want to make any changes that you don't like, you can give the instruction and it will be making the change for you. So currently I'm going to accept all the changes, and after accepting the changes, the green background will be going and it will be acknowledged like, okay, all the changes are currently accepted by the user. Okay, so here also if you want to run the application, you can let me give the instruction. Let's run the backend. So it is asking like what to do to clean and install. So it can do all these things automatically also. If we keep it to auto run, it will not ask me, but I prefer to go command by command, so I have kept the option as ask every time to run. Okay, so it has given me an error and the AI code sees that error, and again it is trying to resolve that error. Okay, it is going into cd backend, and now in the backend it will be giving a maven clean install. Currently it is checking whether maven is installed or not. With the error that it has got, then it will check whether the java version is there, java is installed or not. I see there is no maven wrapper. Let's check if we can install maven via chocolatey. Okay, so we can run the application on our own, but I'm just checking the capabilities of the application, whether it is able to run the application itself or it needs some more improvement with the later versions. Okay, so it is let me create a maven wrapper for you. So in the PowerShell it is running this particular command, so I have given the permission to run it. Okay, so it's eating up much time, so what I can do, I will be just stopping this. I will ask it to open and give me command to run. I'll run manually. Anyway, so I will just open the terminal from here. I will go to terminal, new terminal, and I will go to cd backend, and in the backend I am just searching for the command. Okay, so this is the command and it is saying java home is not set. So whatever the errors you are getting, if you paste it here, it will be giving you proper response how to set the java home, or it will be giving you the command where the java home is already set. So it has given me one more command, that is to set the java home. Okay, let me run it here, and it has run. Now I will run this particular command. So as you can see, my Spring Boot application is starting, and it has created some records as well. Because I am using S2 database, it has created a default records in here. Now let's go and verify this in the browser maybe. So in the browser we'll have this particular API books, or you can go to the controller and check what are the REST endpoints that it has created. So in the controller, when you go here, you can see that there is this request mapping books with the get mapping, ID, host mapping, search books available. Okay, okay, so here it is get call http localhost API books. This is the one API that will be giving us the list of all the books. Second API, like that, it will be creating a documentation. If you want a Swagger documentation also, you just have to give the instruction. This is the front end part. Sorry, this is the back end part. Let's go to the front end and see what all things it has created. So let me open one more terminal. So open a new terminal, and this terminal will be for the front end. I will go to cd frontend npm install. So this command will be basically installing all the basic packages required for initially running the front-end application. So this might take some time. I will be pausing this video here. Once the dependencies are downloaded, I will be coming back. Okay, our front end is also built successfully. Now we are going to start the front end application. npm start, and it will be starting our server. Oh wow, what a UI! Very nice. So as you can see, it has created a library management application. You can do a book search by title, author, or the ID, and there is a price. You can edit it or you can delete it. You can add new books. Let me check if we can add 50 Shades of. By the way, this is a movie as well. Author, I'm not sure who is the author. I can keep any ID. Price, I will be keeping it 55. How many quantities we have, 2, and the description. Okay, you can see this is added here. If you want, you can edit the price or anything you want. You can edit it from here. Okay, update book, load of the file. Here it is updated, right? You can delete as well. So delete is asking for confirmation. So all these things are done in just a matter of 10 to 20 minutes. And think of it, if you have been given this activity for the estimation, how much time you would generally take. I would say it should take at least 8 to 9 working days to complete this much of activity with all the backend and the front end. So this tool is so much powerful that it can integrate with anything that is there. Like it can integrate with your pipelines, with the AWS, Jira. It can take the requirement directly from the Jira and then paste it in the prompts, and it can generate the boilerplate code or even the business logic if it is well defined. So all those things you can achieve it using this tool. You can see GitHub integration, Slack, MCP tools, your custom MCP tools you can integrate like Jira or AWS or any Jenkins pipeline you can. So it is a very much powerful tool, I would say, and even I am in the phase of learning all this. As soon as I get more hands-on on this particular tool, I will be giving you how to integrate different kind of tools into this particular IDE. So that's pretty much it for this video. I would definitely love to hear your feedback about this tool. That's it for now. See you in the next videos.